Then Atlanta, that's her 6 points right there.
Atlanta, 75% of their points coming in the paint, though, LaChina, as you had talked about. Billings gets it right back. Clark has some space. She only needs a sliver. And here comes Canada back the other way. From Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and the reverse.
I'm just excited. I love good plays. It was a great slice of the floor by Canada. Excellent sprint by Hillman and cut. That's the transition game that we saw too little of from Atlanta in the first matchup.
Yeah, and for Naz Hillman to sprint the floor that quickly, so by the time the ball gets there, she's already cutting to the back on the court.
But you have to leverage that advantage when you're a smaller post player. I mean, you have to utilize that in transition because that's your advantage. If the game is just in the half court and in the paint, and you're playing, against a taller matchup, it's harder. And there's the transition again. See, we see it. Like, that's the recipe, Atlanta. That's it. Maybe time, and that's going to increase the quality of your look.
They forced 4 turnovers, 7 points off turnovers now. Clark did everything she could to get it over to Billings. Here's the rookie Johnson penetrating, not there. Another, make it 4 on the night. Canada has done that a couple of times now.
Need it.
And Stephanie White forced to call the timeout. It is part of a 7-0 dream run.
Yeah, this is a great, just complete with how she plays this end of the floor.
Shot clock didn't start. That was the reason for the slight delay there.
What I thought was cool in looking at Atlanta's history when it comes to teammates who are 1 and 2 in steals is 3 of the years that Sancho Little and Angel McCautry.
Atlanta.
Yeah, so it was the Dream have a history with that one team.
I think I contributed to the Sancho Little McCautry steals there for a few years. Okay, I think put some.
Generous of you.
Yeah, I put some in the collection plate. Yeah, I put some in the collection plate.
Well, Ryan Howard certainly has.
I mean, think about that. There's not a ton of players in this league doing that as Hillman hits that 3. Like, there's not a ton taking the, and then on the other end, she has to score 20 points for her team to win.
Naz Hillman, that 3-point shot is a shot that she has developed as well. You see, Howard kind of fighting around that screen. That pass, Caitlin Clark finding Boston, who tips it to keep it alive for her team. Ty Harris, who didn't play in the last game, getting some minutes here in the second quarter. Caitlin driving on Pow Pow, and she'll head to the free throw line for the first time.
Yeah, she felt the contact there. I would have loved to see Aaliyah and Caitlin play a little 2-man. They had that open side of the floor. Clark gets to the free throw line.
It's one of the hardest things to do. Could be for a number of reasons, but I think it's this. To her, so she can't get her shot off, and you have to do that extended from beyond the 3-point line. And then if she feels you packed against you, right? And so it's just really, really difficult.
And an offensive foul call against Angel Reese.
Have to allow space and time.
That's on the guard, though.
It is.
If the big's gonna flip the screen, you have to hold for a count. You have to pause a little bit so you don't go off of it before she's set.
Sophie Cunningham, still comfy cozy from Doncic in the last few games, and she's 2 for 2 tonight.
Wow.
Wow, Ryan Howard absolutely muscling her. Howard makes good on the and 1. And Ryan Howard now in double figures at 10. Clark is the other one in double figures at 11 for the Fever. Harris driving against Canada. Dream toss it away. Harris, what a pass. Cunningham, what a finish. The fastest team in the WNBA getting up and down. Canada shovel pass to Borlace. Quiets the crowd.
Canada is just so quick. You see a foot race in the end.
3rd assist for Canada. Cunningham posted up. And a 3
all night. I mean, it was just beautiful.
24 points that she had scored, the most points she scored since 2023 in that game. Dream with the 1-point edge. Here's Howard once again. Reese almost got another tip in. Howard gets it right back. Borlase from straight away. Can't knock it down. And Cunningham goes down on the floor. That's 4 fouls on Angel Reese. She's asking again for a review. Did it? Clark and Boston and Timpson, Mitchell and Cunningham, the 5 out there for the Fever. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Boston with the chest bump. And we got a defensive 3-second call.
And you got to watch Naz Hillman now. I mean, she picked up those early couple fouls, and the Fever's been trying to go
The post Boston and utilize that size and strength advantage.
Boston again with Hillman defending. The switch onto Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell taking a peek. 1 second on the shot clock, and Canada takes it away.
way to fight, Jordan Canada.
Let's go.
Alicia Gray.
Now, I want to be clear why I'm saying let's go Dream or the Fever. I'm saying the guard won the
I know
battle
you
on
are.
the post. You know, people sometimes get a little crazy.
Mouse in the house,
Yeah.
you know.
Boston from straight away. The Fever a good 5 of 8 here tonight. That's Boston's first. 4 different Fever players have hit a 3-pointer. Speaking of threes, go back.
And then she gets Gray one there.
Speaking of vision, these goggles.
Yeah, you could do. Maybe Leash might let us borrow. No. I think she's a superhero when she puts them on.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Boston with the back down against Howard. Interesting, Howard switched off onto Boston on that defensive possession.
You wonder how often are you going to be able to do that?
I think we'll see her in the last 4:38 for sure.
The WNBA All-Star starters. The first returns of votes coming in, and Asia Wilson, Paige Beckers, the 2 lead. And Okot's getting set to check in. LaChina, good call. Pow Pow in the lane for 2.
Let me find out you over here.
Let me find out. But don't give me the clipboard, though. That's all you. That's all you.
What's she gonna do on the clipboard?
That's all you. That's all you, K-Law. you could give us one. They're going to their app, and they're voting, and they're wanting to be a part of that process. I love that.
Well, credit, too, to the league to make it easy. I've hopped on, and, you know, if I could figure out an app, then it must be easy.
I thought you were going to say you hopped on and played some votes.
I
Lisa.
did.
Oh.
We do have some active fans behind us. There's a shot clock issue, by the way, which is the reason we can have this banter.
She has been the go-to in these last few possessions for the Fever.
To your point, though, LaChina, in that first meeting, she had 7 points in 9 minutes. She was really, really effective in the time that she was given.
Years ago, so they operate on the low block. And then Okata, and they bring her out to utilize the quickness against it. So she can, depending on the matchup, you know, just kind of pick your poison with her.
Yep.
Okot, shovel pass, Borlase. That's 2 bench players for the Dream. Largest lead has been 5 here for the Dream. And for the Fever. It's been close most of the way. 10 different lead changes, 7 ties. Clark steps it back from mid-range this time.
That's a tough bucket. I mean, Okot was in pursuit, contesting.
13 points for Caitlin Clark. Howard with the miss. Okot trying to corral it. Ho with the... Ow! The block by Borlase. Gray driving past Clark and finishes with the left. Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard were held to season lows in the first meeting on June 4th against the Fever. For a different result here tonight. Boston.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pace.
Yeah.
And a foul call before the shot. 5 left in the second quarter. And Atlanta outscored the Fever +8 to finish the half. Fever get the first crack at it here of the third quarter. Boston up against Hillman. She uses a little muscle to get that one in.
And I think I would just go to Leah Boston the entire second half with the way she finished that second quarter.
To have Lindsay a part of the team, making her prime debut here tonight. How did KP do?
KP was worried about my seat right now with the way Plum's talking in the studio.
Gray steps in the passing lane, going all the way.
Wow.
Potty bucket and one, falling down. Alicia Gray with +1 coming.
It feels like every time they've turned it over, it's been off to the races, and it's just a physical, tough finish by Gray.
For the Dream. Here's Mitchell, who's only had 5 points, very quiet. In Kelsey Mitchell's standard, maybe she heard me. We know that she can put 7 points here in the game. Angel Reese leaves it short. Get the foul call that she was looking for. Clark back the other way. Caitlin Clark goes glass. 19 for Clark. Yes, Reese, the quick pass to Hillman, and the Fever fouler.
That was almost a second away from really playing disciplined defense and getting in between Naz Hillman in the bucket. I know side.
But the why was she late? She was late because they flipped the pick. They got to the lift behind her and forced her to foul.
Boston setting the screen for Clark. Hillman switches off on her. That's her spot. Can't get it that time. Gray, no hesitation, but it pops out. And an offensive foul call against Billings.
Transition.
And off to Howard. She leans in. Ball's loose. Mitchell has it. Mitchell driving behind the back pass, an errant throw, and a loose ball foul. They got Hull. Her third.
When you're falling out of bounds and don't have someone right there in front of you.
There's Gray using that re-screen. Back to Hillman. 8 seconds to shoot. Hillman with the left. Way too.
By Indiana defensively.
Billings challenging Howard. What a tough 2 to get. Boston faces up. Boston against Hillman. Boston with the double team. Walked with it.
Oh, now you want me to talk?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Travel or no travel?
Nice
Coach
shot.
Lawson has a corner shot from Hillman.
I mean, by rule, touch the game, and it has not been called. So that's how I would phrase that.
Mitchell. And she put together the third quarter. She got 11 straight points in that first meeting. Not 11 straight points here tonight, but she's certainly capable of having the big quarter.
Nice.
Hillman puts it up.
What an athletic play by Howard here. I mean, this is so good, okay? So sets up the
Bazillion% from 3. See,
Right.
see if she
On a
keeps
heater
it up
for the third straight game.
after those free throws. Boston really going at Hillman. Billings really pursuing the board. She earns herself a couple of free throws.
Now, Billings has that type of position in the second half.
you know, starter and role player for this team. And those are the types of things that she needs to do. She needs to defend at a high level, but creating extra opportunity. I think there's still a lot more that she can give this team. And as she gets more comfortable in this system, I think she'll give that.
The Fever has used her as a starter 14 times here this year. Reese in traffic, gets wrapped up by Boston, and a jump ball coming. It'll be Boston against Reese. We got a violation here on the jump ball.
Yeah, I thought Boston stepped forward.
Smart.
I think she's doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to play as smart as you can and not try to get as tangled up. And, you know, that's something we know that Pau Pau can do. Atlanta's bench, as much as their starters are playing well, their bench is the story tonight.
Yeah.
They're outscoring the Fever by 2. With that three-pointer by 5 now, a 19-14 bench advantage. There's a length from Howard, forcing the turnover. Gets out to a cut-in. Jordan Canada for 2. It's just what the Atlanta Dream do.
It's been a while since I have seen a dominant defensive performance like this from
Just lead at the game, 2 at plus 12. Out of this timeout, Clark feeding Boston. And a defensive 3 seconds.
Second one. And it's that same action.
Shot clock sits at 14 seconds here for the Fever to work with. Howard against Clark. There it is, right block, look and touch here for Boston. Against Hillman, wraps her up, she stays with it. We got another jump ball.
her chest out there, you know, trying to keep Aaliyah Boston from getting position.
Now a loose ball foul as both Cunningham and Howard go down.
Like deflection. I don't know if you call it a deflection because it's off a jump ball, but it's another 50-50 ball. It's another possession that Ryan Howard's created for her team with her activity tonight. Players in this league, she can impact it in every area of the game, and there's just not a lot of players in the league that can do that.
There's 2 big impactors, Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston for another combo finish. And Boston with 11 points.
We got to get some stops.
There's a deflection. Boston on the deck. Over directing traffic. Sophie Cunningham taking the contact against Pau Pau. Her second. Mitchell dancing from the perimeter. Kick out to Clark, single digits on the timer. Clark trying to finish with the right hand. 7 of 14 shooting from the field for Caitlin Clark. Reese's first second half points. Every starter for the Dream is at double figures. And a reach-in foul by Cunningham, her second. Or by Canada, her second. The new terms being emphasized here this year. Mitchell from distance. Casting it up, she's got 13. And Canada not wasting any time. Clark sidestep, fouled on the three-point shot by Borlace. Her third.
Her third, team fifth.